A neighborhood in Point Loma grieving tonight after a deadly shooting at a home kills two. It is good to be with you tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. I am Wale Ali. Kimberly Hunt has the night off. A Point Loma man is behind bars tonight for 2 counts of murder and 1 count of attempted murder after, listen to this, shooting 3 people, including his own mother. The shooting happened a block from Point Loma High School. ABC 10 News reporter Laura Acevedo was at the shooting scene last night. Tonight, she's learning more about the days leading up to this tragic shooting, Laura.
Well, friends of one of the victims tells us the woman who was killed had gone to police with concerns about her safety. Today, we spoke to a captain from the San Diego Police Department who confirmed officers had been to the home twice in the last week. Flowers now sit at the steps of the home where 2 were killed and an 80-year-old woman was seriously injured in a shooting Wednesday in Point Loma. Friends of the woman who didn't survive say their friend had expressed concern about her safety. She says the shooter and all 3 victims were related.
She and her mother brought guns to my house because they were afraid Billy was going to do something.
SDPD Captain Matt Dobbs met with ABC 10 News Thursday to answer our questions about prior calls to the home. He says officers responded to the house twice in the last week after calls from family members concerned about William Bushy's behavior. One on Friday the 16th and another on Monday the 19th.
There was mention of concern about weapons. Based on the body-worn camera footage that I watched, it was actually determined to be a BB gun or a pellet rifle that had actually moved out of the house and into a car.
Captain Dobbs says there were comments about guns on the officer's body-worn camera footage of the calls, but that family didn't actually know if there were any in the house.
On the footage that I saw, there was no request to take custody of any weapons.
Dobbs says family had also tried to hide kitchen knives from Bushy. He says on the first call, officers were at the home for well over an hour. The second call for over 40 minutes. In both instances, they say
he did not meet the criteria for an emergency psychiatric hold, so they left with leaving the family with resources.
Dobbs says that criteria would be a person being an immediate danger to themselves or others. And the family members expressing concern or fear, that does not meet the criteria?
No, based on the conversations that the officers had with the family, he was just verbally aggressive. There was no specific threats made towards anyone in the family, no crimes have been committed. They were just concerned with his behavior.
And stands behind his officers' actions.
We ask our officers every day to make very difficult decisions, and even when they make the right decision, which in this case they did, tragedies can still happen. And don't think for a minute that the officers aren't second-guessing themselves based on the results that happened in this.
Bushy's first court appearance is set for Friday afternoon. Reporting from police headquarters, Laura Acevedo, ABC 10 News.